Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Buying some time right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. Purdy on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Running back, motioning right. Ayuk makes the catch. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now with Purdy. He's on target, Watkins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Off the play fake, Purdy. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead to 14-0. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. And they've got it! Caught in the end zone, and now the lead is 16-0. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 38. On the screen, this is White. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 25 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka, and it's 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Then he's off the mark there, too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Chased out to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking slant route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Purdy on the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Connecting on the slant. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Purdy setting up that play action. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Christian is in with the INT. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
That's the end of our opening quarter. It's a 16-3 ball game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They'll drop this down. White. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Once more, it's Mayfield. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
Brings it in at the 12. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Purdy throwing here. Locked this one deep downfield. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 3-possession game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this two-point try. He's throwing for it! And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on two-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, they can tell this defense stops them. That answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. Escapes a defender. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's 2nd and 5. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Baker throwing again. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Again, this is White. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got a man. This is Evans. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. White will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. White again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to...
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Play action now. Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down. Intended target was his running back. And now it's second down. From the gun is Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. And the Buccaneers clogging up the throwing lanes. We got 6 DBs out there. Third down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To throw again, it's Purdy. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it sets up second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Cut near the goal line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well...
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
One final shot before the half. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, he just comped them to touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their line has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has it at the 11. And a great opportunity for this offense. Out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Mayfield to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's a give to White. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Baker now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing again is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And the defender comes away with it. That's Justin Simmons.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. And boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
49ers to the line. First and 10. First throw for the backup now. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10 now. Ayuk on the receiving end yet again. Running down the left side. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Zerline with the extra point. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away. These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 1. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll throw it yet again. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
3rd and long for him here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Zuerlein puts it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Return starts from the goal line. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield now from the gun. Pulled in by his back. White. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Evans, left side. Down to the 10. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers lower the deficit they face. Mike Evans with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will trail by 25. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. One of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action on first. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He's on target, Watkins. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Play action on 1st down. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. So the 49ers once again going for 2. He's throwing for it! Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And to the surprise of nobody, they are in for 2 yet again. That is not 1, not 2. That's 5 conversions in this game, Brock. And with that, they're the first NFL team to ever have that many in one game. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And it's the Bucs who are going to have the football. This game has been an absolute nightmare for them. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield now, blitz coming. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, a run for White. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Throwing, Baker. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Throwing deep for the end zone, and they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way, so it'll be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Zerline puts it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Power squib kick is taken in. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They run the counter with White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. Catch made left side by Abuka. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Out of the gun, White. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Tampa spends its second timeout now. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. White trying this straight ahead. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Irving here from the gun. Saw the lane, hit it quick, called out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Mayfield to throw for it. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Baker leading the Bucs up to the line. They're going for 2. Pass play now. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Nick Martin picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going to pass it here. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The 49ers running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
49ers to the line. Here comes another two-point attempt. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This will end up as a touchback. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man left. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's Baker. And they pick him off again. That's Justin Simmons. And the 49ers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me vice Q-tip, I leash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about